If I'm going to dress head to toe for a season in a color like this beautiful shade of wine, I will actually go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Yeah, you heard me right. I'll go to the paint section and I will pick a color chip of home paint that is the color of my outfit and carry it in my wallet with me for the entire season. Hi, everybody. It's Diane Gilman. You know, I used to be the queen of jeans, but now I'm the proud host of my podcast, Fashion Thursdays with Diane. I talk about fall fashion and what is the really stellar trend of the season, but I can't help my gossipy, slightly bitchy self from wanting to talk about the UK visit. That in general, I feel Melania Trump did not ace. You know, I want to start this by saying there is no personalized criticism, but when you're a Melania Trump and your husband runs a nation, a huge nation, and you've got an unlimited budget for fashion, and you say that you have spent literally almost half a year planning out every single outfit, calibrating the moment, getting the most out of it fashion wise, well, then you know what I expect? I expect spectacular. That is not what we got. And so I want to talk about that trend that I love so much, which happens to be head to toe monotonal. I think that is a rich girl look that is actually going to stay in style for a good 10 to 20 years in comparison to Kate Middleton and Melania Trump. And to say, also, I do understand the restrictions. It is extremely restrictive to dress for a visit with the royal family, and there must be 1,000 rules. You've got to have long sleeves. It goes on and on, even down to the state dinner, which was white tie, which means it was actually far more formal with even more rules piled on top of it than black tie would have been. So let's begin with the outfits that were the meet and greet. And those are, oh yeah, okay. So I'm just going to say it. That is the little bitty purple people eater. Take me to your leader. UFO landing on her head look. I don't know where her hair is, but it could have been in some beautiful chignon at the base of her neck, but wasn't. And look at that suit. Now, we're going to look at it in relationship to Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton looks relaxed. The hat shows off her face. The color is so warm and rich and welcoming. And then there's Melania. Oh, in this dirty gray suit, a no color, and a purple hat that actually takes the place of huge sunglasses because you can't see her face. You just sort of see her mouth, but it is very much, to me, I don't want to be here. I'm not excited about this trip. I don't want anyone to see me. This hat says, keep your distance, stay away, and don't try to guess what I'm thinking, because I don't want you to. But you will see that throughout the visit, this particular silhouette on Melania, which is into the waist and out, very tight skirt down to the middle of the calf, no movement, extremely rigid, a dark gray, angry sky color, and then out of nowhere, this put off, get away from me UFO hat? No, 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 no. We are not gearing up to party and enjoy ourselves. And God, does that look 1950s, early 50s, restrictive 50s. Women have a place in the home only, or as the sort of social assistant to the male husband 50s. None of it's good. So let's go on to the state dinner. because we're not taking a lot of time with this. I just want you to see, oh my God, no, 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 the banana dress. Oh, so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad. First, the slit up the side of this yellow dress from Carolina Herrera is way too high. And as a matter of fact, in the bylaws of what you wear to a white tie state dinner with royalty in the UK, that is a big no-no. Second thing, the hairdo. I mean, come on. You're wearing like kind of not really fantastic hair, sort of scraggly, nothing going on there, and a pink Barbie pink belt? No, 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 no. You know, I think Melania is spending way too much time in Florida because honestly, this dress looks like Palm Beach 1962. And again, it's the tight bodice, it's the wide belt, it's the tight skirt. I understand the long sleeves, has to be. But let's contrast that to Kate Middleton, Princess Kate. And this gold dress got accolades around the world. It is metallic gold lace, almost like a coat, full-length coat, over a golden charmeuse slip dress. Yeah, she had the help of a beautiful Princess Di tiara, but let's face it, the dress aces it. She was the number one attraction, and she had her hair done around the tiara. So in the back of Kate Middleton's head, her hair comes out and fluffs up. And believe me, Kate Middleton has not been without her fashion scandals. As a matter of fact, she's still getting over one where she wanted to put a wall up between pre-cancer and post-cancer, and she bleached her hair a pretty sandy color blonde. And oh my God, the UK public, which loves her, hated that hair, came down on her. I heard she was so upset. And then she recolored her hair, and then she bleached it even lighter, but now she's back to where she should be. And she got a tremendous amount of praise for this while everybody looked at Melania and they said they didn't understand the emerald earrings. I get it. You're talking about all bright colors, but it's not Florida. It's autumn in London. It's dark, it's gray, it's rainy. This dress just has no way of grounding itself in either the formality of the event or the grandeur of the setting, which is something I have to say you really need to plan out for when you're doing an event like this, because Kate Middleton basically expressed herself in metallic gold. And it's just gorgeous and a neutral. Well, the palace is all metallic gold, probably real gold, and red carpets. And it was a perfect marriage of rich color and metallic splendor and display of wealth. And then comes Melania. And Melania doesn't even bother to do her hair, doesn't even bother to do it up or make something special out of it. Okay. And then we're going to go to one more image. And that is going to be a tour of the Royal Library with Camilla. Not exactly a fashion maven, okay? But it was very interesting. The leather outfit chosen was a good shade of gold that actually looked very much married to the golden wood and the gold leaf of all the books in the Royal Library. And for that, I say bravo. But here we are again. Fitted to the waist, single-breasted blazer, tight hips, tight skirt, and leather on leather with the royal family. You'll notice that you would see that there are instance after instance where Kate or Camilla are wearing something very soft, at least part of their outfit. If they're balancing a jacket on top, it's a soft skirt or a soft bow blouse. But Melania is number one, poured into this. It looks uncomfortable. And there again, is that hair. Nothing special. Accessories, nothing special. Actually, nothing. And I have to say, they say that Melania is extremely accurate in how she dresses to her mood and her message. So to me, you're going to pour yourself into a really tight leather outfit, head to toe. You're saying, I need to rein myself in here. I need to not express myself. I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy. I'm not feeling free. I don't blame her. But it's a message for sure. I think when you say it took you almost half a year to put these outfits together, and this is what you put together, you're also saying, I'm tuckered out. I'm really not that interested in this. I don't really care what everybody thinks, and I'm just doing it. I'm doing it because I have to do it. That's what I would say. One thing we get out of this first part of our reportage on head to toe is that both English royalty, which really leads a lot of fashion in the UK, and our own First Lady are into this monotonal look, which I happen to think, apart from all the frivolity in a very unfrivolous time period for our country, is monotonal. And now we're going to go purely fashion reportage. I want to thank you, ladies, and talk about what the season is. Well, let us talk about where I'm at. I am totally devoted to neutrals. Now, in 2017, 2018, 2019, I was transversing that very precarious course of breast cancer, the surgery, the chemo, the loss of hair. And when I came out of that and decided to let my hair go natural, I did not know really what color it was going to be. Turned out, luckily, to be a lustrous white. But you know what? I didn't think I could wear any of these colors. And I'm actually wearing one of the pieces, the hoodie that's over mid corner on the left. Now, shades beige, shades of browns, you would not think would be good with white hair, but actually, neutrals are sort of great with white hair. I will tell you, for anybody out there in the audience who's thinking about going natural, you're going to have to make a game out of it and kind of find your way. But grays and browns, and I love mixing grays, heather grays, and heather beiges in taupes, as I did today in my on-air outfit. These are lasting colors and lasting pieces. And by that, I mean, I think they're really great investments. They're never going to go out of style, but you can always pump them up with a great handbag, a great shoe, or any kind of patterned scarf. I actually also happen to love the heather taupe and heather gray with a white jean in the summer into early fall. But these are yummy. Are they? Well, you know what? The all ivory outfit, I love too. I think that a lot of us have a resistance to that because we think it's going to add poundage, but not really. Actually, it sort of softens the edges, crazy enough. But I find I wear less. I bought several pairs of ivory pants last year, and I ended up not wearing them much. So I think I would prefer to put my ivory with a beige bottom and do a little bit of low contrast, perhaps wearing several shades together. But I love the outfit in the middle, which is suede on suede. I think that is an homage to wearing texture. Now, when we look at suede, we also look at something that perhaps is a bit more practical, velvet, cotton velvet, not shiny silk velvet, that could be put with spandex, stretch velvet, done in jeans, done in a stretch blazer, and be more practical than suede. You know, I bought suede, and I have to say, although from a fashion philosophy point of view of loving the texture and the matte surface of it and the richness, you know, every time I go to wear something suede, it's like, no, 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 it's gray out today. They said it might rain. That's going to ruin it. Oh, I don't want to wear it out on a humid day. It's too heavy, da 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 da. Although I love suede, especially in a jacket or a jean, I think I would probably limit it to a new handbag. And I think this one from Gucci is gorgeous just because I'll end up not wearing it. Plus, it is so warm outside at the end of September. It's crazy. I had somebody come over here yesterday. I swear to you, they were wearing shorts and flip-flops. Oh, what has the world come to? So, now we're talking about what I think head to toe is really the best of the best, led by Mox Mara. Oh, they've done a beautiful job this season. It is just breathtaking, honestly. Here's the problem. Here's the good part of it. As you see on Kate Middleton, it is a very warm, very welcoming color. She's smiling, as always. That smile is her best accessory. And you're welcomed in. This is not an off-putting color. But here is the good news and the bad news of head to toe. Coat, layering piece underneath, sweater, cardigan, skirt, pant, belt, shoe, handbag, scarf. That's 9 pieces. If you really want to go head to toe, I do. How are you going to be able to afford that? Even if each piece only costs $100, which of course it's not going to. It's going to cost a lot more than that because you have to account for all the different fabrications within that outfit. Wool for the coat, maybe cashmere for the sweater, maybe wool and cashmere for the pant or the skirt, leather for the belt, leather or suede or crocodile for the handbag, leather for the boot or the shoe. I'll tell you what, it takes an organization with a lot of organization to calibrate all of those different fabrics, textures, and contents into a real dyed to match outfit, and therein lies the trick. Where we have been used to quiet luxury, ivory, beige, a little bit of light gray. Now you're getting into saturated color. And then if you want to pick up a leather jacket that's dyed to match, that you can coordinate with any of your other pieces, in real life, you're talking about minimum $5,000. Minimum, I'd say more like 10. Well, that leaves us girls out. Except, here it comes, unless you do the one head to toe color that honestly makes the most sense, black on black. Now, if you don't live in a big city, if you live in a warm city, if you live in a tropical city, black on black is probably not going to make a lot of sense, but in Manhattan, it truly does. Especially this season, I don't know why, but I kind of do because the next thing we're going to show you tells you why. I'm going to do all my ninja outfits, black head to toe, and then I'm going to put in relief colors, and I'm going to put in the one pattern where I truly invested fashion money this season. I went berserk for leopard print. Now, having been in fashion for 50 years, leopard print is not a surprise. Leopard print is nothing new, and leopard print is nothing that hasn't been done 100 million times before. But for some reason, I just want to go simple, head to toe. I mean, for me at 80 years old, my body is not in fantastic shape where I would want everybody focused on my body. If I can wear black and then the spotlight goes on to the handbag or one of the coats. Oh my God, I bought such a beautiful leopard calfskin coat from Veronica Beer. The handbag I bought is that handbag from Yves Saint Laurent. And I bought a leopard loafer from Tod's. Yeah, then I bought a green reverse to leopard scarf from Loewe. And guess what? I'm happy. I'm set for the season. I've got my standards, which is head to toe dressing, black. And I've got my standouts and standalones, which means I'm not going to wear the leopard handbag with the leopard coat. I'm not doing that. You should only have, and I call these hero pieces, one hero piece per outfit. I think high price to low price, you're going to find leopard print is everywhere, and you're going to find some great pieces. And if you live in a major city or you live more towards countryside where there are state fairs and all kinds of antique events going on, retro clothing, vintage is a fabulous place to find animal print. Especially, I know that we're going through a whole series of vintage markets in Manhattan, and Fendi, the old Fendi baguette bags, are the king of the events. That's what you need. If you are going to go head to toe color, you need one piece that stands out and is a star. I don't know. Maybe I'm a Leo, so I'm a lion, so I love animal print. I've resisted it for years. I've resisted it for so many years. Honestly, ladies, I didn't have one piece in my wardrobe. Yeah, that's how long I've resisted it for. It was like, so what? There it is again. And then suddenly it was, I want it. I need it. A little drama dressing with a ton of practicality. And if I could pick a second color. So here's how I would go. Black on black. First of all, you can get all different levels. The price points for black on black. Probably one of my favorite outfits is going to be an old pair of DG2 stretch, pull-on, faux leather, skinny pants, and a very simple turtleneck, probably from Amazon for $29. And then I can put it with a black puffer jacket and the leopard handbag, maybe the Todd's loafer as well. They're far enough apart, but actually they look like the same thing. They're both on calfskin. Or I can go for the spectacular leopard coat. And again, that same outfit underneath, but maybe now a black leather above the ankle boot. It isn't so tough to dress head to toe if you go for a very basic color that you know at every price level is going to be available. I, in particular, love the job Max Mara did this season with that beautiful shade of wine. And you saw Kate Middleton wearing that beautiful shade of wine, although that was on Max Mara. But I feel like Santa Claus. White hair, dark red dressing. All I need is the white beard and being in a red sleigh with a reindeer. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. Here's the other thing I say to you. Maybe you're more a girl that will go for a couple of leopard pieces and that sort of mixed bag of shades of neutrals, which animal print really works with too. Don't think there is a fashion dictate. There is not anymore. And although I truly respect a company like Max Mara because there's so much precision and hard work put into those head to toe outfits, it doesn't mean they're right for me. Honestly, black on black is perfect for me. Most of the socializing I do revolves around going out to a restaurant for food. So the other thing is if you spill something on yourself, easier to take it off a black than any other color. I think that this really exemplifies not only the richness of the season, but when you put in a print element like leopard skin, you're talking about being able to work with espresso brown, rust, beige, taupe, and black. So you're talking about being able to pull elements from your wardrobe. But I think in general, most of what I've seen for Fashion Week so far in New York is very repetitive or heavily based on evening, which is just not a part of my life. I'm an everyday girl, and believe it or not, as frivolous as I am a practical girl too. These outfits have to move with me, they have to flow with me. If I'm going to invest in a piece like a leopard coat, it has got to be a number one perfect. So you start to see me in these pieces. Temperature's got to go down a couple of degrees, but I can't wait. Please, can we have a cold spell right now? So I say whenever a fashion season comes along, and to me, fall winter is such an important season. That's my element. I love cooler weather. I love covering up. I love layers. And I see a lot of creativity in how you put your layers together. Work on you. Work on what's right, not for anybody else. Don't listen to what people dictate to you. What do you love? What is going to suit you? And there's plenty to suit you. If we can go back to the crimson again, in head to toe. Yeah, look at these outfits. All of them, head to toe color. And guess what? You don't have to buy it all at once either. Pick a piece here or there and go for it. You know what I do? And I'm just going to leave you with this one little. It's me, Diane Gilman, and I'm going to talk about it again. Red light and what it does for your skin, your blood circulation, your production of collagen, your overall health. There are a whole series of devices, but today we're talking about Magellan, which is a red light face mask. You want to see a true improvement to your skin if you've got fine lines and wrinkles, if you've got acne or have breakouts, if you are feeling very pale and wan after the winter. Red light is a miracle, and I will predict, I am going on record as saying that red light and what it does for your overall skin health, the largest organ on your body, is so far beyond any topical you can put on by itself. Now, I will do the red light, the face mask. Magellan has so many little light points. Easy to wear, soft, pliable. I do it religiously every other day. It has made a tremendous difference. You'll see in 20 years, everybody will be using red light, but you can be one of the first with the Magellan red light face mask. Do it, ladies. You'll love it. You'll see the results so quickly, and you'll never look back. And you'll say, Lady Diane Gilman, she really knew what she was talking about. Yeah, in this instance, I do. It's a miracle. Red light is the future here today. Fashion tip. If I'm going to dress head to toe for a season in a color like this beautiful shade of wine, I will actually go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Yeah, you heard me right. I'll go to the paint section and I will pick a color chip of home paint that is the color of my outfit and carry it in my wallet with me for the entire season. And anywhere I am, if I'm at a vintage flea market, if I'm at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, if I'm at Zara or H&M, I have that paint chip. I see a piece, I think, that's a good addition to my head and toe outfit. And I will pull out that paint chip and say, yep, it's in the range. Excellent. And grab it. So, ladies, are you ready for the rich girl look, head to toe? Are you ready for the walk on the wild side look? A little bit of animal print and leopard in your life? I hope so, and I hope you enjoy Fashion Thursday.
Thank you so much for listening to Too Young to Be Old podcast. The episode may be over, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Diane Gilman, or visit our website, thedianegilman.com. If you like the show, leave us a rating or a review and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And until then, don't forget, age is just a number. Together, we'll prove that we are all too young to be old.